Welcome, everybody, to the Slate Podcast, where we talk about movies, music, and media. I'm here with George and Dario.
Yo.
I'm Jeff.
Yo.
And in this podcast, we're going to talk about The Boys, episode 4.
Boys,
right?
the boys.
The boys. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
We got to watch
Hey.
the first 3 episodes. Yes, very excited.
George, Jeff, loosen up.
There-
Listen up.
you
You gotta
can't-
do what we're
listen
doing.
up.
You guys,
Huh?
you
Jeff,
guys can't
uh-huh.
see it, but they're
Hey.
actually like
Hey.
exercising right now. They're like warming
Jeff,
up.
get in.
They're
Get-
throwing their arms up and
Get
down.
into this.
I don't
Come
know
on,
what's
Jeff,
happening right
get
now.
in, get in the zone. Auto zone.
I need you to
Guys, they
loosen up.
can't see us.
I need you to relax, buddy.
They can't see us.
Hey. Hey. I only want to be with you.
We already lost control.
Yes, sir. I feel pumped. I'm ready. And I shouldn't have done that because I turned off the air and now it's hot.
There you go. We watched the first 3 episodes and we made a video on them, so go check out that video.
Yeah, nice.
But in this one, we're gonna talk about episode 4. Non-spoilers. What do you guys think?
Man, what an episode.
There is man in this.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a couple of men's.
There is
They're
a man.
boys,
Couple
really.
man.
This is intense. And listen, I've been looking online and people are saying that Homelander is probably one of the best villains and antagonists probably in any show. I agree. I mean, the actor killing it, and Homelander being just like the most terrifying person to ever exist, too powerful. And I really like. Well, I guess I can't get into specifics, but yeah, Homelander is killing it. I mean, you're only as good as your villain, and I think this show has one of the best villains, and that's really
You put him up there?
the main takeaway. Yeah.
You put him up there with Thanos?
Yes, but in a different way. He's
Yeah,
more
yeah.
psychotic.
No, same.
Yeah, he's more like psycho, but in the way that the villain is making is the thing that's making this good. Then yeah, you know what I mean?
I think this is one of their best episodes, honestly. Like, maybe out of the 3 seasons, because there's a lot of when I watched the whole thing, like throughout the whole thing, I was reacting like audibly, and I was just like, dang, there's a lot of twists, reveals, turns. Like, it did that thing where Marvel always has their like episode 4, you know, like. They're famous for like having a big thing go down or something that it's really good, and then they did it for the boys, and for me I was like, dang, that was like by the end of it I was like, holy crap, like I remember watching the first season like all the way through with Jeff, and I didn't have that anticipation for the next episode because I could just watch it, but it was that good that I binged the whole thing. So no, they succeed again, they really do.
Yeah, so this episode was great because it had a lot of tension with Homelander again. Those few reveals, the things that happened were crazy, and then the way it ends too. Like you want to get to episode 5 already. So, bro, this is probably one of the best episodes in the whole series, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't put it as the best episode yet.
You know what, Dario? That's fine.
Okay.
And you're entitled to your wrong opinion.
Listen, difference of opinion is why people come to this show, right?
Is that why?
We shouldn't.
Or did they just feel bad for us?
That too.
Except for
That's
your
probably
opinion.
the first. But yeah, we have to disagree. If not, it's more.
That's true.
No, but
That is true,
it is
yeah.
a very good episode.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering what makes it the best for you guys. Like when we get into spoilers, we will get
When
into
we get into
specifics.
spoilers,
Yeah.
I will explain fully, in detail, in English.
In the English language.
Definitely. How many episodes are there in the series? Do you guys know?
Nope.
I think there might be 8.
8?
In the whole
Maybe.
series.
So that means
what?
we're already. No, in this season.
Oh, this season. Oh, this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, Daryl. There's actually only 8.
No. I thought he was
There's only
asking
eight.
the
Episodes in
whole
the
like.
entire series.
I don't think he was thinking like he's saying like the whole series.
No. For this season.
Oh, for this season.
There's 8 seasons.
There's is this way? This is the second season or third season? No, this is.
This is
This is the
third.
third
Okay.
season. So I'm in Wikipedia right now,
Wow,
and
Wikipedia.
it goes all the It goes all the way until episode 6.
There's
There's only 6.
There's only 6? No way.
So I guess we're already more than halfway.
What?
Then this is about to go down. Like these episodes coming up are gonna be like
There's only 2 episodes.
entire continents dying or something.
I mean, yeah, something's big gotta go down.
Yeah, like this episode was called Gloria's 5-Year Plan. The next episode is called The Last Time to Look on This World of Lies. And the last episode, episode 6, it's called Herogasm.
Oh, that's the one I'm waiting for. That's the one.
I wonder
it.
what that's about.
That's it, Chief. I'm waiting for that one.
Wow, so we're already more than halfway. So things should start wrapping up soon.
I feel like then the next episode, something huge is gonna go down, and then so they can resolve it by the final episode, right?
Yeah.
That might be
Pretty
true.
much.
Yeah.
All right, should we get into the episode?
Yeah, let's do it.
Good episode. Check it out. It's
Check
on
it out.
Amazon.
7.
Yeah.
1 out of 1. I'll give it 1 star. out of
1 star out of
Wow.
Out of 1 star.
out of 1 star. Yeah. That's how you know it's good.
Well, you know what? I give it 2 stars out of 3. Does that make
Ooh.
sense?
I'll give it 6 stars out of 8 stars.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Nah, I don't know. Where I don't know where I was
seem
going
to have
with that.
forgotten where I asked.
I'm probably gonna edit that out.
All right. Spoilers. Everybody dies.
Please don't.
No. Don't edit that out.
Okay, so spoilers. Should we talk about Homelander first?
I mean, I guess that's the biggest. See, I think this episode shines him really good because it shows he's also mentally capable. Like he's playing chess, you know. Like he's not
playing chess.
He's not only. I mean, obviously he's all power and brute force and stuff like that. But he also knows like the pockets that people's hands get into, and he can pretty much go anywhere and do anything. So he does that. He gets blackmail on Stan Edgar by threatening his daughter or his adopted daughter Victoria. Like he finds that out, and then he finds out she's a soup and stuff. And seeing that like that, and then also what happens at the end, I'm just like, dude, he's not messing around. Like as much as we think we're moving closer to something that like a force that we can probably be like, yeah, we're gonna beat him in the end. Every time we move closer, he pushes us back like 2 steps, pretty much.
I got a question. Does Homelander have super hearing? Because they keep saying like he does, but then when like that scene with Huey in Lights or Super, what is it? Light Star?
Super
Starlight.
No. The girl.
Starlight. Yeah.
Starlight. When they're talking and then Homelander walks in, couldn't he hear them? I mean, I was trying to think because I didn't want to like go back, but I was trying to think if they said that and he was right there, he probably heard them. But then maybe they didn't say anything specific when they were talking about, they're saying this is gonna work, this has to work, we gotta do whatever it takes. Kind of seemed like that's the only thing they said, and then Homelander walks in. If he was by the door or just walking in, he would have heard that. So,
Oh yeah, I think he has to like be paying mind to what he wants to listen to, probably. So maybe he wasn't paying attention on that. Maybe he was trying to hear something else, or was hearing something else
that makes sense
around him.
because, like what Jeff said, like it seems like he has to pay mind because every scene that he shows he super heard somebody. It's because he's like you see him there like trying to listen in. Like there's
I don't remember.
There's a scene earlier in the series where A-Train says something under his breath like really low, and it scared me because he says something like this, and then he stops all the way in the distance and he's like, excuse me. And he turns around and like grabs him by the I got scared for him. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, you're right.
You heard it. But the thing is, he just talked to him. Like I'm sure he was listening for that.
Maybe that's true.
Maybe.
I think, yeah, if we want to talk about Homelander first, I think I think it was really smart what they did last episode, saying that, he cares about, obviously, his perception, the way people perceive him in the outside world, right? And he wants to be called a hero, but then he said, you know what? If I had to be a villain, that's cool too. So it's like they have no choice but to kill him. Like he would prefer to be superhero, but if he has to be a supervillain, he basically said I'm okay with that too. So which puts the superheroes in some sort of back corner. Which, by the way, I say superheroes, but there aren't. Even though this show is about superheroes, there aren't no superheroes. Because even the good guys, they're not really going by the law. They're not really superheroes. And the seven, obviously, those are the villains. Those are the worst kind of people. So it's just interesting that if you were to explain this to somebody who didn't know, and you were to say superheroes, well, there aren't any, really.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Maeve,
but well, every superhero that we do see is in deep somehow, like in some way, like even if they are good, like Maeve, we see her also like kind of turning over, like she obviously hates Homelander, and then we obviously see her like kind of helping out in some ways, especially in last season and in this season, but even then we've seen what she's been involved with and stuff, and like every soup. I like. There's a good example. I like that girl who's putting on that show at the carnival in episode 2, Crimson something. She's singing and everything, and then Kimiko's like enjoying it, and then it just hard cuts to her doing cocaine. And it's like yeah, that's pretty much every soup in this show. Like a hard cut to her just getting that hit, boy.
Yep. True. Yeah, there aren't any good people in this, huh? Maybe Kimiko.
Apparently not.
Well, not even Kimiko, I guess, because her superpower is like horrifically killing people. Like in the most.
Well,
she's Wolverine, pretty much.
Yeah,
pretty much, and even her, like there was her arc in season 2 where Frenchie was trying to convince her that she doesn't have to be a monster and stuff. And then she's also taking that to heart in this season, where she doesn't want to be used like that anymore. But I'm pretty sure mutilating people's and ripping people's faces off is no bueno in anybody's eyes.
Sure. I mean,
so yeah,
they're bad guys though, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, she still doesn't want to kill, and that's the inner struggle that she's going through. She's so innocent. I mean, not innocent. She's so.
By the way, shout out to her in this episode because she showed up to the showdown. Like, what was it? Well, first I forgot the song, but she came out of the van. She was all dressed up, and I was like, oh my god! Like, it wasn't like an attractive thing. It was just like my best friend is out here showing up. I was like, oh my god!
In the most sparkling.
Actually, she was very attractive.
Yeah.
But
I'm sorry, Jeff. Did you say something about a woman being attractive?
Yes.
Anyways, look, I wanted to say something
what do you
about
think she
Homelander.
should be? Is there a place in the house? No.
I feel like we're finally at this scary place where I think we all feared we were gonna get here with Homelander. Like, since the first season, like he no longer cares. He's willing to lose everything. Edgar is out, so I guess he's running the whole show now.
Kinda.
So he's got 9. Like I said, he's got 9 to lose. I think we all fear of this moment, and now we're here. And so and I love that because now every scene with him is like, oh my gosh, anything could happen.
I mean,
like we saw what he did with Supersonic. Like, this man does not care at all about anything.
Yeah, I mean, I've been feeling that since episode 1 in this season. Like, I've been feeling like he could do anything at any time. I mean, and they feel it too. Like Huey said, like when he's standing there. First of all, what a great scene with Huey and Homelander and Starlight. When they're like just. I mean, Huey didn't even say anything in that scene when he walks in, but you see it in his face. I mean, that's acting. right there. If you want to give Jack Quaid, his props. Bro, he's just standing there. He's just acting, but you can feel all the feelings that he said. I mean, later on when he's like, "I'm so angry, I can't even breathe anymore."
Can't even breathe.
And he's like, dude, he acted that out in that scene. Like, that frustration that he feels. I mean, it's not easy. And, I mean, I don't know how we're talking about this. We're getting out of order, but I'm concerned about Huey. That last shot of him at the end of the episode, when he's looking at his arm and his blood, I'm like, oh no, Huey, he enjoyed that too much. He enjoyed killing
Huey
someone.
He had one of probably the most hilarious scene in this episode when they were trying to get the soup's gun, and he used his superpowers for the first time, and like he was just butt naked. Mm-hmm. Did you guys see that coming? Because I didn't see that coming. I did not think he was gonna go that far to get the powers.
That's the thing, is that what's really good about it is that they, for a twist to happen at all in any movie, they actually have to lay breadcrumbs for you to go back to mentally. And so a really good breadcrumb that I picked up and then I just dropped was that they're arguing about him taking it, right? And obviously, like you said, like we have whole seasons where we know exactly what this guy's feeling, and we're connected to him by now. And he's that desperate. Like even with the whole masculinity thing, when him and like he's trying to open the jar and stuff, like all these things lead up to him making this rash decision to take. Like he sees what it's doing to Butcher, and then to think like, of course he would. Like for me, I was like, oh, of course he freaking took that thing because, Butcher's doing it, and he kind of, in a weird way, he kind of looks up to him. Mm-hmm. So he's like, I'm gonna do it because it works.
Yeah, and it is, and like you said, that you can see it coming. It makes complete sense. I didn't see it coming, like that he was gonna go behind Butcher's back and take it anyway. I think that was a good twist, but it makes sense. And there's also something about a deeper meaning on they're having to become the thing they hate. They hate soups. And yet they have to take this thing to become them to be able to defeat them. And there's that inner struggle, again, with Butcher. I mean, that's the first thing I thought of. Like, he hates soups. And then there you go. He's becoming one to be able to break laws. And, like, this whole season, I feel like they keep hammering the point of whatever it takes. So I feel like somebody's gonna do something rash and crazy, and then basically take it too far and basically become the things that they hate. And I feel like Huey is the person most vulnerable right now to become the villain. What's that saying? You don't want to be, live long enough.
Live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
I think that's literally what they're doing.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah.
Harvey Dent, The Dark Knight.
Yeah, dude.
Christian Bale.
That's literally what they're doing right now.
It's not Christian.
So you think he's going to be a villain?
No, I'm saying he's going to do something he's going to regret.
He's going to go too far.
He's going to go too far. And by the way, talking about seeing something coming, I said it that Supersonic was going to be killed. I mean, I don't think that was a big surprise, but
I believe you. I just didn't think it would happen now. Like I said,
this fast.
This fast.
Yeah, it did surprise me a little bit that it happened in this episode, but at the same time, as soon as he's told A-Train about the plan, because they really Starlight's fault, because she was like, oh, we need to recruit a couple more people. And so that's what he's doing. He's just doing what Starlight told him. So he's like, I'm gonna tell A-Train. He doesn't know him. Man. And as soon as he did that, I was like, that's a mistake. You don't trust him.
A-Train, man.
The thing is, I had reservations, but I'll be honest. Like I was like, okay, like we're getting people. Like we're suiting up.
Yeah,
but
me too.
Like he told him in a time of like desperation for A-Train, because I honestly like I know he sucks. Well, now I'm like, he double sucks. But
right.
I knew at the point, I was like, I know he sucks, but also like he's getting a lot of crap right now, and especially with how how Homelander and the Seven perceive him. And there is that thing he brought up where he wants to do something about the superhero in his neighborhood, killing other people or black people basically. And he brought it up in the meeting, and then they immediately shut him down. Like the Deep shuts him down. And then I see Maeve like on the side, pat him on the shoulder because she's sympathetic. But the thing is, I had all that, and then he tells him like, you want to join us and stuff. And then I was thinking like I was feeling like, I don't know, but why not? Like same thing you said, whatever it takes, But then that turns around pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought there was gonna be like a moment for redemption for this guy, but never
For
mind.
A-Train? No, dude.
Yeah.
There's no
I feel like
redemption
that's
for
in every
A-Train, I
season.
guess.
In every season, there's like a moment where we're like, hey, maybe it'll turn around. Nah, never mind. He just does something stupid.
Yeah, there's no redemption for any of those guys. Like, they all suck. Him, the Deep,
Well, Maeve.
Homelander.
Maeve is.
I was gonna
doing
say
well.
Maeve, yeah.
Even though she does blame herself for a lot of it, she thinks she's done. She's gone too far. The things that she's seen and done and has let other people do. Because that's the thing about her. There's also a great scene between her and Starlight when she's like, "Do you not care about your life?" And she's like, "Hey, I have it coming." I feel like that's her. Like, I've done a lot of mistakes, and now I'm in the path of trying to, what is it called? Make things right, and at least by killing Homelander, even if I die in the process, she can't live with all the guilt of, basically, as an example, letting the plane crash when they did that. Obviously, she didn't want to do it, but she went along with it, and I think she feels so much guilt of all those people and who knows what else. So she's done. She's willing to die and stopping Homelander.
She even mentioned
you want someone like that on your team. Like, she's willing to die, bro. She's probably the one that's gonna deliver the final blow when they fight Homelander finally.
It's funny. It's like, who deserves the final blow? I mean, he's so mean to everybody. Everybody deserves the final blow. Starlight does. Huey, Butcher, like they all deserve the final blow. It's crazy.
Watch it be Soldier Boy.
Yeah. I hope not.
No, please don't.
That's another jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny. Like for me, I'm like, I just want, and that's another thing that enhanced the feeling of A-Train being a part of our team, the boys, is the whole thing about like everybody here has been like treated terribly by this guy or by each other, and it's relevant now. Like it's just showing in this season, like way more obviously, and even to freaking Ashley, the assistant, and I thought that was really interesting where he says a certain quote to her, and the thing is like it's terrible what he's saying. I don't want to repeat it for our younger viewers.
For our young viewers. Everybody here's seen the boys.
Yeah. It's what is it? It's
she says.
Is your brain getting fucked by stupid or something?
Yeah, Jesus.
And
it's not a rhetorical question.
It's not a rhetorical question. And then she's no, sir. The thing is, he says that, but then she says it as well to another guy, and I think that's this not interesting to me per se, but interesting thing about her character where it's like there's power over her, and that's the thing she likes. But she sees it works, and then she uses it to her advantage, and that's pretty business of her. That's pretty much her character.
Yeah, there's something about like.
That's that
abusers, like people who get abused, end up being abusers themselves, and passing it down. So it's like you get abused, you would think, oh, I don't want that to happen to anybody. But I think it is. I didn't think about it like that, but I think you're right. I think it's like she sees Homelander doing this, and he gets away with it, and she's like, well, if he gets to the point where he is by being like that, maybe that's what I also need to do. Which is obviously not the right message that you want to lead. But yeah, it's like people who get abused end up becoming the abusers as well. It's like they don't know anything different. They think that that's just how it works.
And he has to be around him like every day, all week, all month. So,
oh my gosh, yeah.
It's shaping her way of being, pretty much.
Yeah.
Literally
probably
ripping
on the
her hair
low.
out.
She probably she probably looks up to him in a way.
Yeah,
You
sort
know?
of.
There's layers here, man. There's some deep layers in this show.
Yeah.
Shoot.
There's
That's what
some
makes it
deep,
great.
the deep layers.
The deep layer.
Oh.
By the way, also Dario, thanks for making me cringe.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I need that in my life every now and then.
Nice.
And you,
I knew
you
a
obviously
healthy,
delivered.
amount of cringe is healthy for the
Every
soul.
day. Healthy for the soul. Yeah. The deep swipe is sus. She's really manipulative, and I forgot to point that out last time we talked. But seeing it more in this season, where she's like repeating the words that he's saying, I was like, what's happening? Like, she's way more involved than normally any relationship would be. You know?
You're right.
Yeah, man.
I was sus about that. Like, you would think she would be like, grossed out, but she's also, nobody's nice. Even her, like, even from the past episode when she made him like eat his friend,
The octopus.
That was disgusting.
Gross. That was so
I was like, is this cannibalism? I mean, he's not an actual, but that's his friend, and she made him do it. And like you said, I think that was she texting him the words to say. I think that's what happened.
No, well, in this one she did.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
in the
yeah.
last one, she said, "Eat the damn octopus."
Right. In that one, she was like, just eat it. But I think in the one that you just said, she texted him the words. So it is like. What's going on with her? I mean, she's not a nice person. You would think, because that also made me think when in the last episode when Starlight said that she was abused by the Deep, and they had that conversation when he came in, she was like, oh, like you can see again the trauma that Starlight has even by the Deep. When she walked in and they cut to her reaction being like, just like defensive, like that's real. That's probably what people that have gone through that experience are like when they see their abusers, and he doesn't even deny it. In fact, he apologizes for it, and then the girlfriend's still okay with it, and then they go to the bed and they do the thing, also gross and disgusting, but whatever. Right there, I was like,
what do you mean, Dario? It's a part of life, bro.
I was like, how is she okay with this?
Circle of life.
Didn't she just see that he did something?
She's not okay.
Yeah, she's one of them.
Oh man, the twit. Hey, calling it now. She's a soup.
What do you guys think? I want to point out this moment too. I think it was a good moment when Mother's Milk and Butcher were talking, and he pretty much told them that you're the one. You're here to hold everything down.
Yeah.
Is that what he said? Because I don't understand what Butcher says half the time. Can we talk about that?
No, yeah.
Like,
oi. Oi, listen, Stevie Wonder.
Yes.
We going to Russia.
I catch about 20% of. I catch about 20%.
I like when he gets into his character, and he like grabs you by the shoulder, and he's like, "Don't worry, son, we're going to Russia." And like he turns his whole head.
That's a good impression.
Bro, I'm like, oh, thanks.
I always keep the subtitles on, and he pretty much confessed that to him, like, because like Mother's Milk said, like, you came to my door, like, you better not get like that with me,
Well, he was just saying like, this is not cool, like, this is not what leadership is. Like, he's like, I respect the chain of command, but like, this is not how you do it, like, and I'm not gonna be here if that's how you're gonna be, and I like that he's like, no, that's why I brought you here, to keep me in check.
Pretty much, and that's. Oh well, sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna say that, and then at the end, kind of seemed like they're breaking up or something, because at the end he has that line like, what does he say? Butcher says like something, and then he's like, well, there's no group left. Like,
it's over.
Yeah.
Like, what's gonna happen?
Like, it got to that point.
Yeah.
And I like this whole thing where each season, it just shows like how firm he is in his mission to just kill Soups, get to Homelander. He is cold. That is the coldest character I know in like media, pretty much. Like, as a human, not as like a villain or anything, because obviously we're kind of rooting for him, but at the same time, I would never want to be friends with somebody like that.
Like
you
Butcher.
know,
But we seen
Like
him.
Butcher.
We seen him like be Hombo like
Yeah.
a few episodes ago when he finally called Huey and he was like, "You were right."
yeah,
And it just happens that finally when he says that, Huey was like, "No, like Victoria's soups and this and that."
Mhm.
yeah, pretty
I
much.
think he-
and-
So he's cold.
well, yeah, it's
yeah, we've
complex.
seen him,
It's
like-
really interesting. It makes him interesting. It's like he has obvious
Yeah.
feelings. He's not always cold, but when he's cold, he's like, hard as
Yeah,
a rock.
yeah.
Ice. Yeah.
And yeah, like ice. I made a terrible
Boy's ice
analogy.
cold.
That's what she said. Yeah. So listen,
My
I think he's desperate at this point because like he said before, like he's gonna find Ryan eventually. So he's just
Yeah.
desperate, and at this point, it's like they're doing whatever. So he's obsessed. So even like when they're in the car and what he was saying something off, and everybody's like worried about Kimiko. She's dying, and then he's like, what did he
Yeah.
say? He said something like, "Did you see that?" Or
I forget something about not being so bad. Something not being so bad.
I don't
I don't
remember.
know. I don't even know.
He
what you
said,
mean.
but basically, it's
Yeah, I
like
forget.
they're in the back and Kimiko's dying, and everybody's like, except for Huey. Huey's just in his own thing, and then
Yo,
everybody's in the
yes.
back,
Yeah.
Okay.
like worrying about Kimiko, and then he asked something about Soldier Boy or something, and he's like, "Yo, there's no group
Yeah.
left. Like we're concentrating on Kimiko right now." But he in that moment he doesn't care about her. He's like obsessed with it.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so the thing with Kimiko, I think, and I'm sure you guys know this, then I'm pretty sure they just told us that there is no literal gun or weapon. I think Soldier Boy is the weapon
Mhm.
because Kimiko wasn't healing. I think that means
yeah.
that because of that maybe Soldier Boy is the key, like whatever power he used to like harm Homelander
Yeah.
for real.
But I wonder, yeah, that's true. But I wonder if he's gonna be the same as Homelander or worse, because from the flashback we can tell he's also a jerk.
Yeah, but then what's gonna happen when two jerks meet? Like I think one of you said this, or I heard it online that like when you get these two like alphas,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
alpha is that what you
Yep.
call it? Like
When you,
They're gonna
you
battle it out
Yeah,
between the two.
alpha complex. They're both like you
Yeah.
can't have two alphas. And I'm quoting The Rock, by the way.
Yeah.
You can't have two alphas.
Yeah.
right, like Vin Diesel and The Rock.
Yeah, that's literally what he said. But
Yeah.
That's the thing I find that really interesting because like you said, I kind of figured there was no actual weapon because to me they never really established, like they never showed it. So I'm thinking like it can't be like a thing. It has to be a person.
Right.
And the only person they're looking for is Soldier Boy. So
Yep.
when he opened it, I saw him there. I was like, yeah, of course. But then he did a laser thing from his chest, and I didn't see that coming.
Dude.
But I was like, holy crap! Like he did that, and then I was like, okay, he has a thing he can do. And then I was thinking, that's cool. But then Kimiko is now our immortal soup. She's dying, and I'm like,
You think they're gonna
no,
kill her, bro?
please, no, please, not her.
They can't kill her, man.
Bro, please
Not
don't.
Kimiko.
I will lose. I will do a backflip, and I can't do a backflip.
So you won't do anything.
No, yeah, I'll break my neck. That's it.
I'll lose all my hair if she
I'll
dies.
lose all my
at the top of my head.
Sorry, George.
at the top of my head that I don't already have.
Bro,
I don't know.
that'd be
I
crazy
don't.
if they
I think
kill
she
her.
could die. I mean, that would
Dario,
Man.
stop it! Don't speak it into existence.
listen. Somebody had to die.
Especially after her and Frenchie had that moment.
Oh,
Like,
Oh,
this is our last mission.
how many times do I have to say this? Every time
Damn.
every
man.
time you hear somebody in a show or a movie
That's true.
planning
That's
for
true.
the future, especially when they're about to like go into a dangerous mission or whatever, that means somebody's dying. One of them. That's
Jeff-
obviously
Jeff is
not
stressed.
coming. And
So they pretty much set it up then.
yeah, they were
that
like,
Kimiko's
"Oh yeah, we're
die.
gonna leave, and then we're
No,
gonna go to
'cause-
Disneyland or wherever you want to go."
And they were so happy.
No, I
At
love
that moment,
scene
that's when I knew.
when they were
Oh, man.
she was explaining like her feelings about Butcher acting the way he is, and
Yeah.
I'm so blindsided when it comes to her because anything she does, I'm like, I hang on to everything. I'm like, yes, tell me all your secrets, please. You know, and so like she said, like they do that thing where they set up, you know, and Frenchie even says like, well, Huey and Mother's Milk still needs us, you know, so we're gonna stay for this mission, and I'm like, yeah, that's like a, you know, that's a noble thing Frenchie just said, you know, we're doing it to the end, and then you guys can go live your life, and I'm like, I love it. I want to squeeze you both together.
Yeah, no.
But now, yeah, dude, that's gonna be
And now
sad.
they're dying. Yeah, that's cool.
No, I mean something has to happen. I mean, every time somebody plans something, I mean, one example, but that goes for everything. Even if it's just I lost my train of thought.
Well, guys, we're having a casting call to replace Dario on the podcast.
Nobody can-
I'm looking
send your
for
resumes.
a tall, smexy Dominican man.
We need a dark,
Sexy?
Dominican.
Sexy Dominican man.
Smexy. Yes, sir.
That's right.
With a deep accent.
Yeah, what
and
the
a third
deep
leg.
accent? What the deep?
Oh
Shut
gosh.
up. Oh, God.
You can't stop me. I'm on the way up.
What's going on right now?
What's happening? He's gaining too much power. He's becoming Homelander.
I'm becoming Homelander. Soon enough, I'm like, hey, if you guys throw me out of the podcast,
I'll
just
kill
mess-
you.
I'll
That's
kill
what he
you.
says.
Oh, okay. So here's a question. When Victoria was injecting that thing into her daughter, was
Oh.
that the what was that?
That was
That's the Compound V.
Yeah,
That's the
Compound
blue
V.
one.
But for what? To turn her daughter into a superhero?
yeah
Yep.
into a soup
Is that what she wants to do? Why?
To protect her.
to protect her.
Basically from Homelander.
Oh.
Like that's the thing. Everybody's getting so desperate
Yeah,
that
Everybody
she
has an
to
agenda.
Inject her daughter with Compound V and make her like and
Because-
also we don't know what it's gonna give her daughter. Like it could give her
Right.
a stupid power like a speaker for a head.
right. that
So
happens.
and that's pretty
That happens.
and that's pretty much why she blackmailed Edgar
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah.
Yo, that was a nice twist.
Yep.
I did not
Yes,
see that.
I
coming.
like that a lot. Where she's doing the whole speech, and then she's like, "Are you sure you want to go through with this?" And he's up there like, "Man, I got this." And then she's like, Homelander has brought forward evidence against Stan Edgar," and I was like, "Ooh, whoa, hold on, just starting off strong, are we?" God
Yeah.
dang. But also he appreciates it too.
I was
like
gonna
that
say
scene
he
between both of
didn't
them.
even blame her. He's like, hey,
Yeah.
that's what I told her.
Just like me.
Just like me.
I'm like, is that admirable quality that we should that we should see in our kids? That,
He's like,
yes, they betrayed me, just like
she
me.
betrayed me.
Bro.
I'm so proud.
Literally.
Every
Oh,
time
man.
Edgar, especially in this episode, every time he and Homelander talk, I get so scared for that man.
No, he's confident. I mean,
No, bro.
No.
I feel like he's gonna get his face punched in this season.
This last scene
you
that they were
feel
in.
it coming.
The thing is, in this last scene that they were talking, he made a good rebuttal about he has nobody now that he has everything. He has nobody to cover him,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And the way that his face changes from like a smile to just tense, like, "Ooh, you really just said that."
Yeah.
The thing is, right there, I was like, "You're getting really like,
You know-
you're really ballsy for saying that in front of this man,
Bro, I
like,
get scared
in
for
front
that
of
guy.
the window and everything." I'm
Yep,
like,
he can throw you out of the
stop."
window. But the thing is, here's the
Bro.
thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's so smart because he was like, I used to be intimidated by you, and it's because he knows, Edgar knows that he's screwed either way. So why like act like he fears him? Because if he wants to kill him, he's gonna kill him. So it's better for him to project confidence and be like, hey, you know what? You're going to need me. So if you want to kill me, you can kill me. But hey, that's not gonna do you any good. You're gonna need me in the future. So instead of being like I lost, he's like very confident because he's like he's not gonna fall into Homelander's
Man.
lap. And it's so cool that the only person that's like willing to stand up to him, to insult him, to be like, you're nothing. You're just
To
a
his
bad
face.
product.
Bro, though.
When he was like, you're just a bad
huevos
product.
that it takes to do
He
that.
takes guts, but hey, that's why he.
I don't have the cojones to even say that to my mom, bro.
Imagine to Homelander.
Bro.
This man can destroy you with his eyes.
Bro, if I
That's
said that, if
insane,
I go to
bro.
my mom, listen, mom, you're just bad pot.
He's like
Jump
that
fork.
woman from the first season that she died. He had that weird relationship with
Oh
her.
yeah.
He used to drink her milk.
Stillwell, Madison Stillwell.
Yeah,
something,
but he's different because he's not scared of Homelander, and I think that's
yeah.
what.
He's also not weird.
Huh?
He's like he's the least weird person in this show.
Right.
Honestly.
I mean, who knows? I mean, we don't know. Maybe he's weird. Maybe he's some creep.
I would like to hold on to this man not being a creep.
Yeah.
Honestly, no. Good
But no,
stuff.
that is very cool. He's
Yeah,
he's
man.
also one of the best parts of the.
One final thing. I also thought that the where you mentioned that Huey is starting to get a little manipulated by the power that he's possessing. I actually thought that after the last episode, that Starlight was gonna start, because she has that conversation with Stan Edgar too about power and everything. Like, it's not this, it's the popularity and stuff like that. So I thought it was actually gonna get to her. So when she did that kiss thing, I was like, it's gonna start getting to her. Like, she's gonna go with it and try to manipulate things and stuff. But then, like, at the beginning, it quickly switches to like her showing what she did to Huey, and like I felt bad, but like they resolve it kind of right there. And then that's kind of like it pushed that to the side because I was thinking that, and then I was like, okay, it's not gonna go the way I expected, which is fine. And I fear for her life every time she's in the room with that guy, because as tough as she is, she will not be able to be that man.
None of
No
them.
one can.
No, none of
That's the I think that's
none
the
of
point.
them.
No one can on their own.
On their own, yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see that. Literally everybody just being like, you know what, F it, and they all team up, like Soups and the boys. Just wallop
I'm
on this
telling you,
man.
bro. It's Soldier Boy. It's gonna be Soldier Boy.
I don't believe it.
They're gonna find a way somehow to get him to confront Homelander.
I kind of agree. I feel like they're probably gonna fish him towards, the whole alpha thing, because that's the only thing that can pretty much apparently harm Soups. Whatever he can do.
Yeah.
I kind of agree, and I also think if we're anticipating like this big final battle against him, I don't think it's this season. So that's why I agree more on that subject.
Ooh, you think they're gonna leave us with a cliffhanger?
Well, actually, they already confirmed that season 4 is greenlit. So there's that for the boys. But I do think, I think they'll save that for like the final episode or something, like anybody versus Butcher versus Homelander, basically.
Yeah, that's the final showdown.
But also, you don't want them. In a way, you don't want them to kill Homelander, right? Because he's like one of the main reasons that the show is like so intense. Like,
Narratively,
I feel like if you
it
take
would not-
Homelander,
it wouldn't fly well.
Yeah, but I do want them to kill him. like personally, like
yeah.
in real life, yes. But I get what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
story wise,
Mm-hmm.
he's a good villain, but there has to be an ending,
dude.
and I hope the ending is they kill him or worse. I don't know.
yeah.
Mm.
What's worse?
Humiliate him, take everything away from him.
Well,
what
that's
if
just
there's
it.
something that takes
Whoa,
powers
Daryl
away?
just
I know.
sucked in the room.
What
of the,
if
the
they
outside
Something
of
that
the
takes
room.
powers
His
away.
powers away.
And they and he has
Okay.
to fight Billy like normal,
Yeah.
and then he just whoops it, like he just whoops him because he can't fight. Like, he got powers and stuff, but
Yeah.
he doesn't know how to fight. Billy will freaking whoop his ass, dude.
That would be so satisfying.
Or Butcher. It'll be Butcher without powers.
That's why he said.
Jeff. That's literally what I
They
said.
said Billy.
Billy Butcher, isn't that his name?
Oh, no, sorry. For some reason, when you said Billy, I was thinking of the kid, Ryan.
Who is not Billy.
No,
Yeah.
that's Butcher.
Sorry.
That
Just
is-
call him Butcher,
Yeah.
George. I don't know why.
Butcher.
Yeah, call him Butcher. Why
Did
you
I-
call him
no,
Billy?
Dario said Billy.
We're
You said
used
Billy.
to call him Butcher.
No, Jeff said Billy first. He said Billy.
Don't try to put this on Dario. You said Billy.
No, Jeff, you said Billy first, like earlier in the season, and then it stuck to me. because that's not a cool name. Butcher's a cool name.
That's true.
If you have any viewers called Billy, don't listen to him. So, any final thoughts before we end? Any final thoughts? Where do we think the season's gonna go?
I think next episode is gonna be crazier than, oh my god. I mean, everybody was left in such a place. Like, just the fact that Supersonic died, and now Starlight is like really stuck. I have no idea where the show is going, which is great. That's
good. That's a good thing.
I mean, the things that I already thought was going to happen already happened. I thought Supersonic was gonna die. He did, and I thought that Kimiko or Sergey or whatever his name is, one of them was doomed, and I guess it's Kimiko. And I don't. Maybe I'd say that she does.
Hard thinking.
I'm trying to decide whether I think Kimiko will die or not. And my guess, no, don't say what you hope. Say what you think is gonna happen. I think that she will 100%
live.
No, she's gonna die. She's gonna die.
You say you say die. I say live.
Okay.
I think she's gonna live. Yeah.
You guys are probably right, but it would make sense if she dies.
Yeah.
Oh my! If she died, I'll
cool.
It would be the saddest ending. Oh my god, she just wants a normal life.
She doesn't. She literally does not deserve.
She's
that.
the best person in the whole show. I mean, besides killing people, but that's her power. And she doesn't kill good people. She only kills really bad guys. So.
Really, really bad guys. Yes.
But yeah, as far as like a person, she has the best heart.
George, your final thoughts?
It's just, jeez, man. This like, I go into every episode just like, what kind of scarring are we gonna do to my brain today? And they always deliver. And the final thoughts, no, great episode. And I actually am anticipating the last episode, which is called Herogasm. And the thing is, if it sounds like what it is, that's because it is. But I actually know they're doing that because there's a storyline in the comics that actually kind of parallels to what's going on right now. And basically, there is... Is
it spoilers? Will it help us figure out what's going to happen?
Not what the title means. Should I explain?
I'd rather not know.
I think that.
Should I explain?
You're saying that Homelander is gonna kill somebody by having sex with them. Is that what you're?
No. No.
It would make sense.
Yo, that's dark.
You know what? I wouldn't even doubt that, bro.
But it's really dark, son.
The thing is, what the title means is not a spoiler, but it is a really weird and effed up thing that happens.
What is it?
So okay.
I don't want to know.
I want to know. Cover your ears.
No.
I want to know. You have to edit this episode.
Flip a coin.
You're gonna know.
Flip a coin.
Yeah, no.
No, but say it. It's in the comics. That doesn't mean
I don't want to know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but it's not. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
Well, yeah, because then they've been like diverting away from the comics. They take inspiration from it, but it's not always the same. So Herogasm is basically, I think it's once a year, or maybe once every couple of years, because it hasn't happened to Starlight. But so the general public is informed by all the soups in the entire, whoever's a part of the Seven or a part of VOT, all the soups are grouped together to fight this oncoming threat, this alien threat, and they have to leave Earth for a good while in order to fight this alien threat that's coming to Earth. So they're like, okay, yeah, no problem. Do your thing. We'll be fine here. That's what humans say. And it turns out that is not true at all, because that time that they're using to save the Earth, they are going to a private island to have a giant orgy.
I knew it.
Between all of them.
I was expecting that. I was expecting you were gonna say that.
A super. I don't know what I'm in for, and
oh boy.
Half of me can't wait, but the other half does not want to see what's going down. But also the parallel is that, and this is just a mindset, but Homelander in that point in the storyline of the comics he's also getting to the point where he's not caring about like anything that's going down in terms of consequences. So while that's happening, he's also plotting certain things, and that I think that's relevant to what's happening right now. So yeah, there's that. That's Herogasm in a nutshell. Basically.
Okay. I don't have anything different to say for final thoughts. I'm excited for the 5th and 6th episode, and yeah, man, I hope Kimiko doesn't die. It'll be sad if she dies.
It would break my heart, and I would be very mad and sad at Derry specifically.
Well, I mean,
yeah, Derry, you want her to die.
Because you want her to die.
I don't want her to die. I think
That's
it would
hella
make
racist.
You want her
sense
to
if
die,
she dies.
bro. You want her to die.
I'm
bro.
thinking
You want her to die.
story-wise.
Nah,
You're
bro.
so morbid. You're a soup, bro. Get out of here.
You're weird.
You're a weirdo.
I'm just saying, like,
What are you?
it would make sense.
Well, you want the Asian character to die.
I
huh?
want
Yeah,
this
why
show. I
specifically
want
the
this show
Asian
to be
girl?
like Game of Thrones. There's no like anyone can die. Like they're not. They don't. You know what
Yeah.
plot armor is?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
no-
literally as is. It's like you're surviving because the story wants you to.
Because
To
the
explain to
writers
our
want you
audience.
to. So, but it's not. It's not like they're
Yep.
also like every other person in the show. They can die. So it's like it lowers the stakes when you know like the main people they're not willing to kill them off. It's like every time they get in danger, it's like you're not worried about them. What was
I
that
think-
show or movie I was watching that just made me feel like that? I was like,
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stranger Things.
Well,
I'm not worried about any of them because it's like since for the first season, none
I
of
think
the
the
main
show,
characters have died.
Does it better because we actually see them like get into situations. Well, first of all, the show has shown its unpredictability like throughout
Yeah.
2 seasons,
For sure.
and also there's the whole like it's a subconscious thing where like they like Butcher fighting Gunpowder. Like for me, I was like kind of fearing for him. I kind of knew that he was gonna make it out. I just didn't know how. But I was kind of fearing for him because he was alone and he didn't have the upper hand, and all he had was a gun, and he's fighting a soup that can ricochet bullets and stuff. So for me, I was like, crap. Like the decisions they make put them in life-threatening situations, and look what happened. Kimiko is our invincible soup is dying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like I think this show does it a lot better.
Yeah,
in
for
terms
sure.
of like
Oh yeah.
making their characters seem vulnerable to
That's
anything.
what I love about this show. It's like I don't know what's gonna happen next. I don't know what Homelander
unpredictable.
is gonna do. I'm just scared that he's just gonna kill anyone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Be on the lookout for on next week when we come back for episode 5 and then episode 6, the finale. Also, we have more videos, man. Go check out our videos. We've done Arcane, we've done the Stranger Things season 4 volume 1, and we're gonna keep dropping more videos. We have the links to our independent socials in the description. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.
And like, comment, subscribe, or don't watch.
Or
Just
don't.
Get out of here.
Or don't.
Get out of here.
You don't have to edit.
Why are you still here?
I'm not your daddy.
That's okay. And
Who's your daddy?
And cut.
who's your